exercise 2.12, 2.12, still on page 10. This is the middle of the three exercises that are down below London Bridges. We're going to do a full, careful breakdown of this exercise as well. But pay attention to sort of the strategy or tactic for kind of going measure by measure, note by note, and then you'll be able to apply that to the future exercises. So the videos for the future exercises will be just a little bit shorter. And again, this is by no means the only way to tackle a piece of music. So this is kind of warming us up for when we start memorizing music. You don't have to go one note transition at a time, though that's usually a safe route to at least get started. Seek out other instruction, other coaching, other pipers, other teachers who can help you. Find other great strategies for learning music and stuff like that. Okay, so exercise 2.12, we're starting on high A, okay? And I'm sure you can see the pattern here. We're basically just doing a scale from high A down to low G, but with a high A inserted in between every note. So we're going to go high A to G. Then the next measure, high A to F. And high A to E, high A to D, high A to C, high A to B, high A to A, low A, high A to G, and on high A. Okay? So we'll do each measure 3 times together. So we go with measure 1. Pretty easy. One more. Okay, now high A to F. Here we go. Okay, now measure 3, high A to E. It's kind of tricky. Carefully you don't get a crossover. Okay, also trying to not have your hand floating off the chanter before these 3 fingers come down. You don't want to have just a nice clean. Let's do that 3 times now. Here we go. Okay, so now the 4th measure, this one's pretty tricky. We're going from high A to D. Almost every finger moves. It's only this top ring finger that stays put. But everything that's off the chanter on high A comes to the chanter, and everything except that ring finger, these 3 fingers right here that are on the chanter, come up. Okay, so this is a tricky one. Feel free to pause it and go over it a few times before we move on after this one here. But let's do it nice, slow, 3 of them. Okay, again. Again, watch out for crossover sounds. We don't want to hear. Okay, last one. Here we go. Okay. So we go high A to C. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th measure. And again. Last one. Okay, 6th measure, we've got high A to B. I had a little crossover noise there. I don't know if you heard that. Just a little one there, so watch out for those. Those will get you. Here we go, let's do 3 of those starting now. Oh man, I had another one. Let's just keep going. I'll work on my playing while you work on your playing as well. 2nd time. And last one. Okay, now we're going high A to low A. Bottom hand just stays still, and the top hand goes from having some open notes to being closed. So relatively simple, I suppose. But try to make sure that each finger is landing right on its hole. And if you need to work on that, just do a bunch of these. Maybe 1 finger at a time, just take it off and land it back on, and you'll build that muscle memory, that familiarity with your chanter. Here we go, high A to low A. Okay, so now we're in the penultimate measure, right before that high A half note. So it's high A to low G. Same as the last transition, it's just now the pinky's coming down as well, the lower pinky. Here we go. Watch that pinky, make sure it's landing right on its hole. Do, do. Nice clean do. We don't want to hear it. As we try to find it, we want to be able to snap right to it. Snap right to it. Okay? And then we just end on a high A. So, pause the video, go through that a few times, work on the problem areas, and then we'll go through it 3 times together, the whole line. Slow, then medium, then fast. So here we go, doing it slowly. We'll go at about this pace. Do high A, G, high A, F. Okay? 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, rewind the video and go through that a few times so you're feeling good about it, and now we'll do it a little bit faster. Let's see, we'll go A, G, A, F, A, E. Okay. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, and now we're going to do it faster. We'll go do A, we'll go A, G, A, F, A, E, A, D. Okay? Let's see. 1, 2, ready, and. Cool. If you didn't get right up to that full speed run through right at the end without ever pausing the video or ever going through this multiple times, that's good. I mean, I wouldn't expect anybody to go straight to that. I mean, this exercise, you might work on this exercise, you know, for 10 minutes for a few days before feeling really comfortable with it. You don't have to go from one exercise, master it, and only then move on to the next one. That'd be really boring, you know. So if that's what you need to do for a day or two, that's totally fine. But if you want to be working on, you know, 3 or 4 exercises all at the same time, just kind of going from one to the next, that's a great way to learn here. That way you don't get too bored and you work on some different things and stuff.